We'll go ahead and start the period 8 YouTube stream. So that should be up and running now. Okay. Welcome everybody to the math version of this whole mess of a year, right? Hybrid learning. If we're lucky, we might not have to deal with the hybrid part, at least with this group here. We'll continue to come in person. That's 1 year to the day. Narrow it down. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. I'm glad you're here. I know I get more work done here than if I were to stay at home in my own chair. All right, let's start with introductions. Who is this crazy guy up front? Still dealing with the technology, right? It's wonderful when it works, but it's always slow. There it goes, thank you. All right, my name is Mr. Apple. I went to the University of Notre Dame where I studied physics first, before then deciding, I really like the math part. I like teaching. So then I went to Concordia, Chicago to get certified to teach math. Actually, math and physics. It's a 2-for-1 deal. In case you couldn't tell, I like Batman. I think he's a really cool guy. He gets a lot done. It's something to strive for, right? Despite not having superpowers, he still is like the top tier member of the Justice League, fighting bad guys, saving the world. That's amazing. Let's see if we can do something similar. I also like playing games, and I like learning at the same time. And so I try to combine the two as often as possible. We're going to do that here in this class quite frequently. Okay? I'm trying to make it fun. Geometry is a whole different animal of math classes. Okay? It's going to be like nothing you've seen before. And in fact, I'm going to make it even more different. And I don't just mean the whole hybrid online thing. I mean, content-wise, it's different. So we're going to approach it differently. And I hope that makes it more interesting. We'll get there in time. A couple other things to note. I do have some biases, right? And I prefer, because everybody does, right? Everybody comes from something, somewhere, right? And I prefer to be upfront about that, so you know where things are coming from. If I say something weird, oh, that's this, right? So I am a Lutheran. You're in a Catholic school. That is to say, Lutheran is a Protestant denomination of Christianity. Recognize that much? Believe mostly the same thing religiously. I just don't think the Pope really has anything to do with it, right? Politically, I go libertarian. That is to say, I don't like the Democrats or the Republican. I'm trying to find some middle path third option. Okay? That's where I'm coming from. But now, I would like to hear about you all. I want to know who you are and what makes you awesome. Because I believe you all are awesome, one way or the other. So we're going to go in turn around the room. You're going to stand up, tell me your name, and tell me something you're proud of. Something that makes you an awesome person. Something you've accomplished. Something you like to do a lot. Something you're really interested in and know a lot. Right? I could say, my name is Mr. Apple, and I'm awesome because I know a lot about Batman. I could go on for hours about Batman. If you like that sort of thing, that's awesome. If you don't, maybe that'd be really boring. But, right circles. Maybe you did something cool this summer. I'm Mr. Apple, and I survived summer school this year. That's pretty awesome. Some other students have shared some much more remarkable accomplishments with those, but that gives you a starting point. That's the basic. It's not to be anything fancy. What are you proud of? That makes you a cool person, right? So I'm going to start on that end and work our way around. Okay? So please, if you could, stand up. Oh, you got to stand up. Yeah, that's what gets the diaphragm going. Yeah. Well, that's a whole lot of awesome going on. What you got? You went to Mexico? Yes. And you made it back? Yes. That's an accomplishment right there, especially this year, right? You said something. You got to see horses. I got to see your horses. You own horses. Yes. You could have just led with that. That's awesome, right? That's cool. How many? 3, but the MON just had babies. 3 and the 4th on the way. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That's so cool. What do you ride them? You race them? I ride something, but since they're in Mexico, they're breeding for work. Work horses. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you very much. That's neat. All right. Make sure everything is working on this end. Up next. You survived living with your brother? Ooh. But you made, so you're happy for the hybrid to get away from him, yes? Okay. All right, but you survived. You made it. That's incredible. Okay. I don't know if I could being locked up with my brother. No, I'm good. But good for you. 9-year-olds are a handful. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go down the row. Guys, speak up. Fight that mask. You let 3 inches of your hair grow. Only the 3 inches? The other inches you didn't let them grow. Oh, okay. You let 3 more. I was good. That's pretty awesome. If you can control this side of the head. I let this hair grow out, but I prevented this one from growing. That's a cool superpower. No, you let it grow out 3 more inches. How do you like it? I think you're going to have to cut it for work, yeah. Yeah, you got to be able to see your ears here. So, not bad. Not bad. My brother has been growing his hair out long. Unfortunately, he's still getting used to the idea of, like, you have to take care of it now. Yeah, I trim mine short. Shaves on shampoo. All right, thank you. That's awesome. Okay. Want to go next? Do it. What's that? You like math. I think that's pretty awesome. They might tease you for it, but I think it's great. Do you have a favorite area of math? No? You just like all of it? So far. My goal, I'm now making this my personal goal, is by the end of this year, your favorite will be geometry. That's my hope. We'll see if it sticks. All right. Dislocated your knee. What happened? 2 weeks. Wait, 2 weeks ago? 2 2 months ago, okay. So you've had some time to recover. Say cleaning? Cleaning. What were you cleaning? You were cleaning what she didn't tell you is she was actually cleaning the top of the Eiffel Tower. But you buried the lead there on that one. No, what were you cleaning? Oh, moving furniture. Okay, that makes more sense. Things like going out and dusting. What is it? With your knee. Okay. Nice. Okay, you know you're supposed to wait for the tub to dry out first.
Well, I mean, not if you're scrubbing it and washing it. I mean, cleaning it.
You don't stand in the tub while you clean the tub.
I have short arms.
Okay, all right. Gotta get one of those sponge on a stick. Get more reach. Okay, don't use the toilet brush though. All right. Next. You almost died, but you didn't. Can you give us a short summary? It's personal. Okay. Can we get like, I want like a category. Okay, okay. So it was a medical thing, right? It's not like somebody tried to attack you. That'd be a different kind of scary. But you survived a major, I'm going to add details, okay, until you tell me otherwise. You survived a major surgery, right? Life-threatening major surgery, and you pulled through. That's awesome. That's the story now. We're sticking to it. Okay? And Mark, right? You say giant frog? Giant drop. It's a ride. At Six Flags? Okay. Gotcha. I haven't been to this Six Flags yet.
Really?
Not this one. Not this one. Now keep in mind. I went to Six Flags in St. Louis. That's where I went to high school. That's where I got all my Six Flags in. Haven't gotten back to it since I came to Chicago. It is unfortunate. I do need to go. I should. This would probably be a bad year to start, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but isn't that's one of the boat ones? Just go back and forth and upside. No. That's what the Joker was in St. Louis. That's upside down, yeah. That's not the coaster. The Batman roller coaster, at least in St. Louis. That was amazing. Lovely coaster. I love that ride. Okay, sorry, I'm making it about me. You survived the giant drop. You liked the drop. So you didn't just survive, you liked it. That's the amazing part, right? You did it and you liked it. Did you go back for more? Like, is this your top ride? You've done it 500 times? 2 or 3 times every time you visit. And you go every other week. So that's amazing. Okay. That's cool. We've got some cool people in here. This was a lot of fun. I'll say so. Getting a million. Also, I don't have to sit here and be like, hello, can you hear me? What? Hit the other button. Right. All the online people. Ah, so much smoother. Okay. Thank you for that. Since we do have the time, I'm actually going to get to the next slide today. I said I'm going to get to the next. Thank you. All right. You saw the announcement video? Bodiati said, life is not an elevator, it's a staircase. I disagree. It's worse. It's more like a rock climbing wall. Okay? Staircase is straightforward. You know exactly where you're going. You can see a nice clear path. Yes, it requires work. It requires physical exertion, but it doesn't require a whole lot of thinking. That's not life at all. Life is climbing a wall. You got to plan. You got to strategize. Okay, if I grab hold of this one, and then will I be able to reach the next one? Oh, no, that's not going to work. Backtrack a little bit, go over to the side, and then try to climb up from there. Right? That's life. You got to think. You got to exert. It's tiring. It's exhausting. You got to try different things. You don't know where you're going. There's not an easy path up there. It's hard, but we're here to help you. Right? We're the guy on the ground, with the rope. We'll catch you if you fall. Mostly. Anybody been rock climbing? Yeah. So you know that, like, if you do fall, you don't go splat on the ground, but it still hurts. You fall a little bit. Right? It's not comfortable. You like that part? Oof. Okay. I'll store that one for later. Bring it back. All right. I was so worried 8th period everybody's going to be dead and tired. No, this is the best 8th period. Right? It's great. Okay. That's life. This is math. Okay, what is math? Huh? Yeah. It's well, it's really hard to define, actually. We understand things that go on in math class. We understand there's things that go on in other classes, right? It's definitely not the same as biology. We can agree on that. But we can define biology much easier. Biology is the study of living things. Boom, done. Everything that has to do with living things, it fits under the umbrella of biology. How would you do that for math? Because your first instinct is to say something like numbers, right? That sounds like math class. Guess what? Spoiler alert, geometry deals with not just numbers. And in fact, it's worse. Algebra did that. How started adding letters to it. Geometry, now we're going to deal with shapes and stuff that have no numbers associated with them. Shoot, that definition is no longer sufficient. We got to go somehow broader. And so I'm introducing this idea. Math is a little tricky to define. What is included? What is not included? We're going to go one step further. Because I'm not trying to define all of math right now. That's an exercise you can play with at home. Okay? What I want us to do today is we're going to try to define geometry, which should be easier because it's more specific. Right? I want to narrow down and determine what is this topic, what is this course going to be all about. But I'm not interested in the correct answer. I don't want you to go for the dictionary definition. What do you think it's about? What are your expectations for this year? So, on Google Classroom, the assignment classwork for today has this document. I want you to open it up, read through and answer these questions. It will lead you through the process of developing a definition of geometry. Not the definition, a definition, a working definition. Don't worry about being perfect. In fact, we're going to be messy all year. And it's going to be wonderful. I want to know what you think. So we're going to start with a categorization. As a category, geometry includes these things. It does not include these other things. So what comes to mind when I say geometry? List like 10 of them in this box. And then try to think of some other math stuff, maybe from algebra, maybe from 8th grade, wherever. You're like, I'm pretty sure that does not fit into geometry. And that one might be a little bit harder. And then you're going to take that list, and then question 2 will lead you to, okay, here's a format for a basic, simple type of definition. Referencing that, how do you form it into a sentence of what geometry is. Okay? And then you'll go on from there, defining and developing that. All right? And that'll be the work for today. That's it. That's all of today. How many questions? 5 questions? 6 questions? I think it's just 5. Yeah, the other class had 6. Bullet points are great. Love bullet points. Yeah, anything could be a concept. This would be like the top of the study. This was maybe, whatever you list there, maybe it could be could become a subject, one of the sections in the textbook, or one of the definitions. They will be like something like that. Concept is a very broad term. On Google Classroom, somewhere at the top, or you can go to the Classwork tab, the Classwork assignment for today. Should have the link. She was asking about opening it. You find it? Okay. All right, but Mariah is having trouble joining. Okay, so let me have a look.
I got it. It worked. I just had to re-enter it like 4 times.
All right, I don't understand why, but as long as it works. In say 5 minutes, we'll switch to complete our syllabus quiz for today. Yeah, you're supposed to read the syllabus of the weekend. It's not too bad. You're working in the classroom already. So we can give it a look. Some of them are more intuitive questions than others. go ahead and wrap up your latest thought. Save the rest for later. What's that? That is what I had set. I think I'll move that to a later today kind of time. Yeah, that's this one. I was overambitious with the timing on it. That's okay. All right, so yeah. Open a new tab, go to joinmyquiz.com, log in with your CRSM email, create the quizzes account if you haven't already, use the game code 190368, join this quiz, and show me what you remember from the syllabus. I will press start and then you can press start. Oh, somebody opened the door. Okay. If you don't remember everything from the syllabus, that's okay. There will be a new posting of this quiz on Google Classroom after class. Okay? And then you can retake it there. Well, I have to push the button first. And wait for a few more people to get in. You do, yes. Yeah, you click start so your name appears here, and then I will actually start. The music on. Why not? right. Alright, we've still got 5 more minutes to go. No rush. For the sake of any others tuning in on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream here. Thank you very much for joining us.